What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte. Dillian Whyte states, quote, "I'll fight Wilder in Alabama to make him feel more secure." The heavyweight contender Dillian Whyte is once again attempting to chase down a potential fight with the former WBC world champion Deontay Wilder. Last month, Whyte stopped Alexander Povetkin in the fourth round of their rematch. With the victory, Whyte avenged a knockout loss to the Russian veteran from the August knockout of 2020, the knockout of the year, actually. Eddie Hearn, who promotes Whyte, would like to stage his boxer's next fight in the United States. Whyte believes the boxing public, would fully embrace a showdown with Wilder. Wilder has been out of the ring since February of 2020 when he suffered a stoppage loss at the hands of Tyson Fury. Since that loss, there has been little word regarding when or where Wilder's next fight will take place. To make the fight a reality, Whyte is willing to face Wilder in his hometown of Alabama. And he states, "I think the public demand for the Wilder fight is already there, to be honest. There's a lot of demand for it already, but fighting in America doesn't hurt, and it does increase the profile and interest and a different fan base and following. It would be good to get a big fight in America and in the summer. I'll fight Wilder in Alabama if that's what it's going to make him feel secure and safe enough to take the fight. If he wants, he can have the home judges, his hometown, whatever. I don't care. I'd even fight him in his own home, the kitchen, the garage, the garden, wherever. I just want to get hold of him and hurt him. I'm going to go to the fight. I'm going to go to fight. I'm going to give it my all and be the best I can be. I always come to fight and I leave it all in the ring. I'm coming for war. I'm coming to put a destructive display wherever the fight is, whatever is going on. I'm cool." Wow. Those are the words of Dillian the Body Snatcher Whyte. Listen, let me counterpunch. I love it. Tyson Fury did the same thing, and it's a clever attempt. It's a clever maneuver of how you market things, because Wilder has not really been wanting to go out of anywhere else besides Russia. You know, like about 5-6 years ago, he was willing to put his belt on the line to fight Povetkin back in the day. Now, the same guy that knocked out Dillian Whyte, right, is the same guy that he knocked back out and the guy that he was willing to go across the pond for. However, now Dillian Whyte's like, "Hey, I'll come to your hometown." So I say if Deontay Wilder, he could do that in Birmingham. You know, the fight could go down in Birmingham if he likes. And I think that's more of a hometown advantage. I think Dillian Whyte can fight on any platform. So I don't see how that should be a problem, right? And if Deontay Wilder wants to fight, I think the fight is the next best thing for him. Okay? But again, we don't know what Wilder is really doing business-wise. Everybody's dumping into his personal life because that's all we see. Okay, give us something else. Show us that he's doing something else. You know, so we'll know that, hey, is he back? Did he quit like a lot of people think and hope? What's the deal? We don't know the deal, but we do know what Dillian Whyte is offering. And I think if Deontay Wilder is a man about his business, is really serious about fighting the best, like he mentioned before, I think he should respond to this. I don't want him to do a Luis Ortiz and wait 2 or 3 weeks, and then Dillian Whyte's going to pick a next opponent. Then, hey, yeah, I'll fight you. You know, don't do that. Right? Don't go that route, because that route's bullshit. Okay, everybody knows about this. That's why these articles need to get out so the right people can see them. So if Team Wilder sees this video, he needs to respond to this video. Okay, he needs to respond to what the topic is about. If Dillian Whyte's willing to come over to the States to fight Deontay Wilder, he should oblige. He should at least respond. They're not champions no more. If you really got a champion, it's Dillian Whyte. He's the WBC interim champion. If Deontay Wilder wanted that belt and that opportunity, he would beat Dillian Whyte for that belt, the same belt. There's nothing different about any of those belts. The interim belt and the WBC championship belt are the same belts. They're the same exact belts. Okay, so what it means to Wilder, forget the arbitration because that might not go his way. I'm not saying forget it because of if you got money coming, get the money. Right? I'm not against any of that. But what I'm saying is if he can beat Dillian Whyte, he's putting himself in a situation twice. He's putting himself back in the fighting seat to fight whoever wins out of Joshua or Fury. And he might be getting paid. Right? Then he's beating a top 10 fighter. The number 3 fighter. He's ranked. Dillian Whyte is ranked over Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder can knock out Dillian Whyte, that would be great for Wilder. Right? But the thing is, does Wilder want that smoke? And if he doesn't want that smoke with everything on the table, it will show a lot. Okay? It would show that maybe he didn't ever wanted to fight before. Like I always thought. I think he felt he could beat Dillian Whyte, but then I think there was always some concern or worry about the danger of losing to Dillian Whyte. A lot of people are not really scared of fighters. They're scared of the idea of losing to those fighters because Dillian Whyte would be that guy that upsets one of those other guys. See, these guys haven't fought each other. Everybody wants the same silly ass fights. Joshua Tyson, Tyson Wilder, right? Wilder Joshua. They want these fights. But there's other heavyweights that are in the top right now. Why? How do you think Andy Ruiz popped up? Andy Ruiz popped up from a sequence of chance and elimination and disappointment through other fighters. You know what I'm saying? That's how he got his opportunity. We would never knew how good Andy Ruiz was until you stuck him in there with the number 1 and number 2 fighter in the world, and his name is Anthony Joshua. And we seen what happened that first fight, okay? We seen he had the capability to put a whooping on the Golden Olympian unified champion at the time, and still is right now, 2 times. But we wouldn't have known where he landed or where he ranked or was ranked if he didn't get in the ring with him. See, I'm tired of all this. Hey, he's a peasant, or you know what, I can beat him. He's an easy fight for me. Great, fight him. You've already said that, so go in there and fight him. He's willing to come to your backyard. In fact, he says he's willing to give you all the judges, right? So that tells you Dillian Whyte ain't going in there for no points decision. He going in there to knock out Deontay Wilder, and we know Deontay Wilder, that's all Wilder knows is to knock you out. So you're going in there with 2 guys with the initials of DW going in there for destruction, right? Right, so it's crazy. Two guys, DW, ready to go to WW, World War, right? So I think it's interesting to hear Dillian Whyte say this, but it is a good idea to market him in the States. I think he liked it over here when he did visit, when he was scouting promotional companies to be a part of. So it's a surprising thing for Dillian Whyte to say. I don't think it gets any easier than that. I think Team Wilder needs to respond, and I think they need to jump on that opportunity while they have the home team advantage. You guys tell me what you think about Dillian Whyte willing to come over here to your US of A to take on Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.